All right, if you're a creator, you need to listen up because the game is seriously changing. By 2025, there's a massive wave of money about to hit the market. But here's the thing, it's not going to just anyone. It's going to the creators who have a strategy. So we've dug into the data and we've built a playbook that shows you exactly how to get your slice of the pie. Let's dive in. Okay, let this number really sink in for a second. $37.1 billion. That is the projected ad spend for the US creator economy in 2025 alone. You know, this isn't just some passing trend, it's a fundamental shift in where the big advertising dollars are going. And just look at this growth. We're talking about ad spend that's more than doubled since 2021. But here's the real kicker. The creator market is growing 4 times faster than the rest of the traditional media industry combined. This isn't just growth, my friends. This is a full-on gold rush, and it is happening right now. So, yeah, we're starting with the money. We have to, because you need to understand the sheer scale of what's happening. This isn't about getting a couple $100 for a post anymore. This is about tapping into a multi-billion-dollar industry that is actively, and I mean actively, searching for new talent. It all seems pretty simple, right? More money flowing in, more opportunities for everyone. But there's a huge disconnect that's happening behind the scenes. And believe it or not, that disconnect is where your single biggest advantage lies. So what is this big disconnect? Well, it all comes down to understanding what brands are truly searching for. This right here is the key to unlocking those massive budgets. And spoiler alert, it's got very little to do with your follower count anymore. It's so much deeper than that. This slide right here, these are the new rules of the game. Just look at what's at the top. And maybe more importantly, what's not. Raw follower count isn't the main event anymore. No, creator reputation and audience alignment, that's what matters. It means brands are finally shifting from just buying reach to buying real trust. They would much rather partner with a credible creator who has a dedicated, targeted audience than some mega influencer with millions of disengaged followers. And here it is. This is the brand's biggest headache, which, for you, is the biggest opportunity. Their number one struggle? Simply finding the right creators. Think about that. They have the money, they know they need creators with a solid reputation and a niche audience, but they are literally struggling to find you. If you can make yourself easy to find and prove your value, you are solving their single biggest problem. This quote from a marketing lead just says it all. Brands are on the other side of the table asking, how do we know you're the right fit? How can you prove to us that you'll actually deliver? The creators who can confidently answer that question, those are the ones who are going to win the big contracts, period. So how do you prove your value? Well, you do it by mastering the psychology of engagement. This is how you build an audience that brands simply cannot ignore. And it's how you show them that you know how to hold attention and, more importantly, drive action. First up is emotional storytelling. Look, our brains are literally hardwired for narrative. Content that makes people feel something, whether it's joy or surprise or inspiration, is scientifically proven to be way more memorable and way more shareable. This isn't just about listing off facts, it's about wrapping those facts in a story that actually connects with people on a human level. Next, we've got the curiosity gap. Think about your titles and the first 10 seconds of your videos. Are you just giving everything away up front? Or are you creating a question in the viewer's mind that they absolutely need to have answered? By teasing a payoff, you hook the audience in and can dramatically increase your watch time, which is, a golden metric on any platform. And finally, there's social proof. It's simple. People trust other people. So when you showcase testimonials, or you pin great user comments, or you celebrate subscriber milestones, you're not just bragging. You're strategically building credibility. You're sending a powerful signal to brands that says, hey, look, my audience trusts me. This is how you prove that creator reputation they're all so desperately looking for. Okay, so you've mastered the how of engagement. Now let's talk about the where. Because applying these techniques in the right niche can be the difference between earning, say, $3 per 1,000 views and earning $15 for the exact same amount of effort. Let's look at the data. But wait, before we dive into the niches, we have to get this straight. You'll hear the term CPM a lot. That's what advertisers pay the platform. But RPM, revenue per mil, that is the metric that matters to you. It's what you actually take home after the platform gets its cut. So the crucial thing to remember is that we're going to focus on high RPM niches. Now, check this out. These might not be the sexiest niches in the world, but man, are they profitable. English learning podcasts are pulling in nearly $12 per 1,000 views. Why? It's because advertisers will pay an absolute premium to reach a super specific, highly motivated audience that is actively trying to learn something or solve a problem. This is where this smart money is going. And hey, for those of you who prefer to stay off camera, the opportunity is just as massive. These faceless niches, like crime documentaries or finance guides, are incredibly profitable because the content is evergreen and it's so easy to scale. You could literally build an entire media business without ever having to show your face. Okay, so let's put this all together. We've talked about the opportunity, we've identified the problem, and we've laid out the solution. This is it, your simple, actionable playbook to guide your strategy for next year and way beyond. Really, it all boils down to this simple 4-step loop. It starts with just recognizing the sheer size of the pie. Then, instead of just making content for the sake of it, you reframe your entire job as solving a brand's #1 problem, finding credible partners. And you do that by mastering the psychology of engagement to build a truly loyal audience. And finally, you amplify all your earnings by applying those skills in a data-proven, high RPM niche. So, look, the strategy is no longer some big secret. The data tells us exactly what brands are looking for and exactly where the most profitable opportunities are hiding. The only question left is, what are you going to build with this information?